What's up, guys? ICEMAN here. So there have been a lot of DOGMAN sightings as of recently, or supposed ones anyway. And it's interesting that a lot of these sightings take place in Michigan. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you feel like there's been an influx in DOGMAN sightings in recent years? Here now are a few stories regarding DOGMAN. And this first one happened back in 1938. Where a 17-year-old claimed that while standing near the Muskegon River in Paris, Michigan, he was confronted by a massive black dog. The young man didn't report his encounter until 49 years later, but he swore the beast reared up on its hind legs and stared him down with piercing blue eyes. Terrified, he fired at the creature, and it quickly fled. The young man remained chilled by the event for years to come. Claimed that a glint of light seeping out from the planks of an old abandoned barn got her attention. She followed its movement, and slowly it dawned on her that something was there. She realized the 6-foot-tall thing hiding in the barn had the head of a dog and was staring right at her. She ran off, terrified. Later, her neighbor confirmed that they too saw a creature out in the barn. They described it as a buffalo-sized dog lurking in the barn. Rhonda, a resident of 3 Lakes in Michigan, had a DOGMAN encounter back in the fall of 2009. She was traveling down the highway with her son when the beast ran across the road near Tioga Creek. We were very puzzled, and I thought it might be some mutant wolf, and could not figure out what we witnessed. She went on to say that the beast ran fairly fast, about 50 feet in front of her truck. It was so strange because the front of it was much higher up than the back, larger than a wolf. She claimed she'd never heard of the DOGMAN until this incident. After reading descriptions and stories online, she was able to confirm for herself that the creature she encountered was DOGMAN. While driving on an isolated road in the Lansing, Michigan area in May of 2006, a man named Ron slowed down for what he thought was a deer. All of a sudden, a human-like hand, except much larger than a normal man's hand, reached over the edge of the hill, and this huge silhouette came into view. What came out of the darkened hillside was a massive man with a wolf-like face. It was much larger than a normal man, and it had a wolf-like face, and its eyes reflected in my headlights. It just sat there and looked across the field on the other side of the road. And then, it just very calmly turned its head and looked right at me. At first, Chuck thought he spotted a moose as he approached Nestoria Road in Baraga County, Michigan. It was a bit foggy and dewy that early morning in 2011, but Chuck knew he saw some movement just off the edge of the road and into the woods. He stopped at the intersection, waited, watched, and nothing happened. As soon as he picked up speed to leave, the creature re-emerged. Immediately, this animal ran out of the woods in front of my car and jumped across the road to the south side. I mean, it took 3 long strides and was gone, almost like it vanished through an invisible wall. In a state of shock, he observed the creature. He'd never seen anything like it. It was on all 4s and had back legs like those of a large man. It had jet black fur and looked like a very large wolf. Other than the back legs and the human-like rump, there was no tail. The profile of the head and snout were that of a wolf. It didn't make a sound. The bipedal dog-headed humanoid creature, known as the Michigan DOGMAN, was originally spotted throughout Michigan. However, it's possible the same species has been given different names in various areas. The most prominent example would be Wisconsin's Beast of Bray Road, which has been described by most eyewitnesses as a werewolf. Some have likened it to a Sasquatch, and others describe it as some kind of bear hybrid creature or a massive prehistoric wolf. But hey, I'm curious, What do you guys think about these Dogman stories? And do you know anyone who's claimed to see it? Let me know in the comments below and like this video if you will for more chilling tales from the Iceman.